What is going on, esteemed witnesses of the courtroom? This is the Croc, and surprisingly, since I've been bedridden sick all day, I'm actually narrating for you guys. That's got to be some serious dedication. But this is kind of a different thing. This is going to be a 3rd gen battle versus DizzyR. As you saw before the battle, this guy does not have a YouTube channel. I did screenshot him on PO if you guys want to play him on there. So he's leading a Skarm. I am leading with my Fortress. He's just going to start spiking up. Now my Weezing does have the Fire Blast as with the Will-O-Wisp. I know he's probably going to taunt me, not wanting me to set up Will-O-Wisp. And it's really too early to see the rest of this guy's team. So he's just going to get up his 2nd layer of spikes here. And my ult is Baby Weegee, if you guys can't see that. Since I'm not on the old battle window, you can't see my cool little baby, paper baby Weegee picture I have. But that's beside the point. I'm just going to take him down with another Fire Blast, but he does get 2 layers of spikes up, and that is going to be helping him in this match, as you guys are going to see. I've actually gotten back into playing 3rd gen like I used to on the old Net Battle. I actually went through and got my old Net Battle Supremacy. The only simulator I don't have that I've ever played on is Shoddy, aka Shitty Battle, because I don't really care for Java-based. But anyway, now he's going to bring out a Starmie. Now he's probably going to go for the Psychic. So I'm going to switch on my Special Wall, my Regice, because I know my Regice can take that. Even with 2 layers of spikes, I only take 19% from that, and I do have the Thunderbolt and the Ice Beam, that lovely Bolt Beam coverage. Absolutely beautiful stuff. This is just a simple exhibition match versus DizzyR. He goes into his Lax, I go to my Pert. I'm not going to reveal what my Pert is. You guys can just keep watching. It's just a special of mine that I don't see very often. Although, I will say, playing 3rd gen the last 3 days consecutively, Hidden Power Grass Zapdos has become a thing. I guess Pert is just that scary. So he's going to curse up here. Now my Weezing, of course, has both the Will-O-Wisp and the Haze. I don't have the Pain Split, so I'm just pretty much a standard check to something like this. Just going to haze him off. He's going to set up another curse. And then I'm going to actually burn him as he goes for the Body Slam. It doesn't do all that much damage. Only 18% because the burn's just going to go for a Sludge Bomb. So he goes for a rest. I guess he just doesn't want his Snorlax afflicted with any kind of status. And that's going to help him keep his Lax alive and well. Now looking at that Starmie possibly coming in again here. Not saying that it will, but I definitely still have my Regice and I still have my T-Tar. While T-Tar obviously doesn't like Surf, my T-Tar variant can at least take a Surf and KO the Starmie. So that makes Starmie a little bit less problematic. He goes here into his Gengar. Just going to go for a Sludge Bomb, play the safe play. Just to see what he wants to do. See if he wants to switch into Starmie. And he indeed goes to this Gengar. Now, my thought process here, just going to see what he's going to have here. He has a Thunderbolting Gengar. Fire Blast does do a very nice chunk of damage, so I'm going to switch out into Pert here. I'm kind of thinking that he may or may not have the Giga Drain, so I'm going to switch out here after seeing the Thunderbolt. I am going to, well, of course I saw the Thunderbolt residually on the Weezing, but I would like to test and see if this thing is indeed carrying the Giga Drain. That's another thing too, a lot of Gengars I've been facing recently have the Giga Drain, so I'm going to go out to Zapdos to check. He does indeed have the Giga Drain, so that's going to be a bit problematic for my Swampert. And I like keeping my Swampert alive because he is helpful. He just goes for the Destiny Bond here. I'm going to Metal Sound kind of to provoke him as well. Also maybe force a switch as I see that. Now I'm thinking after seeing this Destiny Bond, seeing the moves he has so far, I think he's going to be the Bolt Beam coverage with Ice Punch, but he is indeed the Fire Punch coverage. And that is going to be where I can't put my spikes down. That is very unfortunate. As I just go out to Regice here, now I'm at 58% on this turn with my Regice, and I can pretty much wall this thing pretty well. I also have the rest if I need it, just to wall these hits off and to stay in. That is a thing. Actually, for 11 minutes on 12 minutes, this really isn't that stally of a Pokemon Advanced match. I actually found out there's a good friend of mine that used to do old advanced matches, Callus Narrates. He's been gone for some months now. But I've met someone on the PO server yesterday named Cowboy Dan, who I played a pretty good match. And I actually have a couple matches with Callus I need to add to my channel on other channel links. I think it's a really old match with Callus. It's probably a really bad match back when I tried to play all cool and stuff. Anyway, back to our match. He's going to have a Snorlax out here sleeping, and I'm going to go into my T-Tar. And my variant could sub. I wonder if he might wake up on this turn and what kind of variation he is. He's just going to play the safe switch to Starmie. Getting off a free sub here on the switch to Starmie is absolutely incredible because I do have the Crunch. And I believe between the Crunch and the Sandstorm, don't even need the Sandstorm, going to take that thing out. And that is really, really good. I like that. Because now I don't have to worry as much, but he's going to follow up with that Dugtrio, which is now, you know, the things that weren't really big things back then are big things now, like Dugtrio. Dugtrio is like a major thing nowadays. Just going to come in, get the safe revenge kill, going to go into Zapdos here. Now, let's see here. Most 9 out of 10 times these things are choice banded, so he's definitely going to be switching out. But there's still one Pokemon on his team I have not. Technically, there's still one Pokemon on his team I haven't seen, and I'm sorry if I said that twice, my Vegas froze up on that. Okay, so I could go for a Metal Sound, predicting this Snorlax switch, which is exactly what I decided to do. Which works out in my favor because that is going to lower his special defense, making a lot better chance of dealing with this special wall. But while he is asleep, it does help me out, and his last Pokemon is this Dragonite. So I'm going to go for my Hidden Power, predicting a switch back into Dugtrio. He's actually just going to start Dragon Dancing up here. And then he switches out. I guess he thinks I have... I don't know. I mean, it's obviously not Ice, because it was not very effective on this Dragonite, but he just goes back out to Lax. I guess that's probably the safe play in this case. Since he doesn't have the Metal Sound now, and I think he might wake up this turn. Just gonna go out to Weezing. He does not wake up this turn. Weezing, you know, the more I've used this thing, I used to use an old choice banded Hidden Power fighting one. It used to be really funny for T-Tars that used to taunt me, predicting Will-O-Wisp and then just get smacked. That's pretty cool. But I am kind of missing Pain Split, so I may have to switch that. But he sets up a Curse here. I believe I hit my Willow. It's hard to tell from PO's graphics. I believe I hit that Will-O-Wisp, and Body Slam doesn't do that much damage. Just going to play the safe Sludge Bomb. And after the Sandstorm turn, after leftovers, I'm still at 25%, so I know I can take another Body Slam. I'm just going to go for another Sludge Bomb. And I think after Sandstorm, I can take him out with another Sludge Bomb, so that'll be another massive threat out of the way, being the Lax, because, I don't know, physically, I had my Weezing, and I had a couple other things physically that could deal with Snorlax. I really didn't want it to rest. I guess it could have self-destructed, predicting a switch. I don't know. But it's just going to go back out to Dugtrio here. Kind of an odd play, because I could just go out to Zapdos, but I think he would predict that quite well, go for the Choice Band Rock Slide. So I think the correct play here is to just let Weezing die, because now I can bring in Pert, who resists that Rock Slide. As I said, most of these are choice banded anyway. And I do believe here that I'm going to go for the Hidden Power, predicting the switch into Gengar, I guess. I'm not really sure. So yeah, I'm going to predict the Gengar, go for the Hidden Power. It doesn't do too much awful damage to this Dragonite. But it does do enough damage for my liking. I could easily switch back into Regice, or technically Zapdos has the neutral Thunderbolt, so that's kind of a nice thing. I believe I'll go back out to Regice as he Dragon Dances. Definitely the correct play here. My team is weakened enough. He's probably just standard Hidden Power Flying, and I think from that range Regice would definitely die because I'm not defense-oriented. Yeah, definitely going to take me out with a Hidden Power Flying. And now it is a 2-3 match. Just going to go back into my Zapdos here. Now I've got to be kind of careful. I don't want to go straight away for the T-Bolt because of the Dugtrio switch. And technically, I'm trying to play around leaving Swampert alive to take minimal damage hits from the Dugtrio, possibly on the predicted Rock Slides. But he goes for the Dragon Dance. I predict that go for the Roar, so that works out really, really well as he goes into this Dugtrio. And I guess I thought he might go for the Rock Slide here, so I believe I switch out into Pert. I kind of thought about going for the Hidden Power Grass, but I didn't. I just take the safe play with Rock Slide. I know Perk can live another one, but I don't really know what I want to go for here because I don't want to go for the Earthquake if he goes back into his D-Knight. So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. He goes for the D-Knight. I go for the Rock Slide, hit it on the switch. That works out really nicely. I figured Rock Slide would hit both D-Knight and Gengar because I guess he predicted the Earthquake. I know he didn't want Dugtrio to take massive damage, even though, in all fairness, it would not have taken that much from the Rock Slide as he goes back into this Gengar. Now, seeing earlier, this Gengar definitely has the Giga Drain. The correct play here is just to let him kill it off. I don't really feel like it's going to be that beneficial, but this works out really, really well. I guess he just predicts my switch into Zapdos thinking I don't want my Perk to die, and I just go for the Choice Band, and Rock Slide does a very nice chunk of damage as he follows up that turn with a Giga Drain. And I don't take very much from that at all. So now I've just got to be very, very careful with this Gengar. I've already seen the Destiny Bond, and that is an issue at this point. Just going for the Roar, not dealing with any kind of Destiny Bond shenanigans. And now pretty much the thing here is Rock Slide can do a really nice chunk of damage. And technically, he could just go for the Earthquake, predicting my switch to Perk to take Rock Slide. And then, of course, he could fodder Gengar and then just deal with that. But he decides to go back out to Gengar. My Swampert's at 4 HP, so I decide to let it go down to the Giga Drain. I've pretty much used it for everything I can, and if I don't let it die here, it's going to die to the Spike switch in. So I might as well just let it die, go out into my Zapdos here. And he does have the Destiny Bond, so that is going to be unfortunate. There's really no way around that, because I believe he outspeeds. So even with Metal Sound and shenanigans, it doesn't matter, but I actually... Oh, he does outspeed me. I'm sorry, he goes for the Thunderbolt first. I go for the Metal Sound. It's actually kind of funny. If I would have gone for the Thunderbolt that turn, I would have taken him down. But I am going to go for the Hidden Power after the Metal Sound. That is going to go with the Destiny Bond. And that was a great game, DizzyR. If you guys enjoyed, please rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out, objection, and find the computer room.